Hello, welcome to our eclectic life. This is Belinda. This week we have a first harvested garlic and some more peas and some parsnip, and also making our first batch of plum sauce from last year's harvest. It's been a few days since I've been out here, but we've had such bad weather, like a lot of rain, hail, everything. It's cold again, but oh wow, I just caught this. How beautiful is this growing up over the arch? Grass is overgrown again. Looks like I've got a lot more peas to pick. I've got to get the other ones shelled and blanched and in the freezer. And then come out here and harvest some more. They're not quite ready, which is good. Some are getting there. The sage is doing beautifully. How's my poor garlic going with this weather? Some more need to be harvested. It's all fallen over. But it's still growing. It's still growing, so it's not... who knows. Is there any more scapes to be harvested? This is all falling over, so... And, like, the leaves are dying off, which is a good sign. There isn't a lot more scapes in this lot, but... The elephant garlic, I've got to harvest a few more scapes. There's a few more. Yay. And they're going really good. They're strong and healthy and standing up. These, however, I'll check one that's falling over and see how they're feeling. So what you do is you just pull the soil away and you have a look down here, and that's all starting to bulb up, like it's all cloving. You can feel the ridges of the cloves. But hopefully it still might grow a little bit more. That's what I'm hoping for. If not, we'll still have some garlic, but just not as great as I was hoping. But these look like they're not going to escape at all. I think they're done. Damn it. I tried a different location this year too. Oh, wow. Wow. That's looking really good. That's a bonus. So yeah, hopefully they're still growing, but I don't think these ones are going to escape, because I think they've been knocked around too much by the wind and the rain, and that one's bending over. I need to get that one out, actually, because otherwise that's not going to be any good. Oh my goodness. They're not easy to get out. Wow. Just wow. That is what I want to see. Oh, I did not expect that at all. Oh, they can be harvested. So even though that's dirty, whatever you do, you don't wash them. I brush off what I can, and then I hang them up to cure. Sorry. But I will show you that as well. Look at this asparagus going for it. That one's going to go to seed, and that's what we want. We want it to grow up and burn, as is that one, hopefully. It's already starting to do that. I'm really concerned about the hothouse because I have not been in here for a few days, and I'm hoping that it's all okay. And I know probably worry about nothing, but let's just see. Oops. Well, it's steamy, so that's a good sign. Oh, yes! I've got some seeds coming up there. That's a bonus. Hopefully there's not a million bugs. Oh, they're still looking okay. Oh, they're not doing so good. Sunflower's starting to burn. But surprisingly enough, some of these zinnias are still working in Cosmos. Oh, I can't see. It's definitely steamy. So I've just hung this one in our kitchen window on my curtain. I don't care, I can wash that. Oh, and of course it's going to be hard to see because what? Yeah, they can stay out there to cure, to dry. And here, I'm trying to strike some rose cuttings. I've never been able to do it, but I'm hoping they'll work. You helping? Get you another one? Yeah, you can throw that down there. I can pick that up later. Shake it. We've got to take them off like that, remember? Uh-oh. That's it. Put them in the bowl. Wow, good job. All the yummy peas you can eat. You want to try one? You want to taste one? Might take all night, but it's okay.
What do you got in your hands?
And on his face. So, as you would have seen, this bowl was full of peas. We got this amount in the smaller colander. When I say smaller, it's, well, not tiny. But we got this amount plus about a third of that again that we're having for dinner tonight. But not a bad effort. And we've got lots more to come yet out of the garden. Hey, Eddie, what's for dinner? What do you got? What is
Peas.
it? Peas?
That is peas.
Alright, so today I'm going to harvest this first bed where the ones have all fallen over. Let's see what we've got, eh? Growing garlic is actually one of my favourite things to grow. And we have had a couple of good years and a couple of more disappointing years. But it's just like anything, really. Like growing anything. Sometimes you have a great year, sometimes you don't. But the important thing is you keep trying and you keep persisting and eventually you'll get some good stuff growing. So these ones haven't bulbed up properly yet. But I don't think they're going to because of the way they've fallen over. But just let me show you how I'm digging them out, because in the past I've just put my hand down and try and pull them out, and what happens is the stem breaks off and you don't want that. So I just go under as far as I can and just wedge that up. And there we go. They're okay. They just haven't fully finished developing. But they'll be okay. So that's all my early purple. And as I said, some of it's really good. Look at that. Pretty happy with that one. But let's see what I've got with the Colossus. Oh, and the other thing I was thinking of while I was doing this, because I had trouble with the drainage and with this being a bit hydrophobic at the start, I'm actually going to dig in this mulch back through the soil and amend it a bit. I don't usually like digging, but it's quite firm under there and I want to make it a bit looser. So we'll dig that back through. Oh, hang on, I've missed one, I think. Rather that, or it's come up the other side. The stick. I don't know which one that one is. We'll leave that there in case. That bed's all done, and look, I'm not disappointed at all. We've actually got some nice bulbs in there. So we've got the early purple and the Colossus. However, these ones are starting to fall over, but I'm gonna actually let them go a bit longer. Hopefully another week. But we'll see how they go, because they're looking really nice and the stems are really thick, a lot thicker. And then the elephant garlic should still be a little while off, but I need to harvest these scapes so they don't just go to flower, because they'll take about 4 years to grow from seed. So I just harvested one of the elephant garlics from here, because I'm gonna need the space, but that's okay, and I'm being patient. But I wanted to show you, on the bottom of elephant garlics grow these little things which are called corms, and they actually, you plant them and they actually grow more garlic, but that still has quite a while off to grow. So this one here, as much as it looks really big, it's only going to look like that, and it's still got to bulb up. So it's probably going to be at least another month, if not 2 or 3. So that bed over there, I need to leave alone unless it all falls over. I've just come to open up the hothouse door so it doesn't get too hot in here. But looks like I need to replant. I've killed them just with heat. Like they're definitely watered enough, but Oh, they might hopefully be okay. They're not. It looks like I'm going to up-pot these couple, but I don't know how they're going to go. I don't think these will go all right, but we'll give it a try. I might even have to take them out of the hothouse. I don't know. Oh, my poor sunflowers. I've got to replant all of them. Oh, except them ones. They're still looking okay, most of them. But yeah, see, they're just dried out. They're not doing good. I don't know whether I should chance putting them in or not, or whether the snails are going to eat them. Oh, if I put them with some marigolds, I might be safe. But the jalapenos definitely need to be up-potted, and I need to get the seaside daisy in. I was just trying to work out where to put it, but I know where. Let's check out the potatoes that I haven't checked out for a few days. Yep, they're all sprouting out the side. Still haven't moved this. Still haven't moved that to where I was going to put it. So I think I'm just going to put it over there. But I think the trees are looking okay. They're our first year of cherries. Probably won't get any fruit this year, of course. They usually take a few years for fruit to develop. Not always. But I have noticed the mandarin over there is not looking great yet. Might have to give it some food. But the peach is looking good, even though it's in the pot. I'm going to have a cuppa, and then I'm going to come back out and actually need a cold drink too. Come out and harvest some more peas, and then I've got to blanch them ones I shelled yesterday. Rhubarb's looking good. And these garlic still got quite a way off. They should be fine though. They should be, I don't know, another 2-3 months, because they were very late planted. But oh wow, my lettuce is actually going all right. Celery is yellow, but it probably needs a feed or a good drink. Yeah, these peas, oh my goodness. Yep, I need a drink first. I'm going to get a bit too dehydrated. What's over here that I planted? Oh, the eggplant's looking good. I've never successfully grown eggplants. I'm hoping they go really good this year. Or the one plant. That tomato's looking okay. That zucchini's looking sad. That tomato's okay. That tomato, that'll come back, as I reckon that one will. But that zucchini, that's starved. Okay, sometimes you just gotta start again. And there's bugs in here. What have I got in here? Oh, wrong one. Okay, right. I'm gonna remove these from here because they're crispy. And what I'm gonna do is just replant them. What about those? Oh, that's gone. Ah, dear. One garden bed full. So although I could shell these and put them in the freezer like I'm doing with the rest, I know I've got a heap coming still in the garden. I'm going to take these to a friend's place who absolutely loves shelling peas and can never get a hand on them. So I'm about to surprise her. So let me show you, in this chest freezer, I have last year's tomatoes. And also, under the tomatoes, I have, oh man, I have blood plums, but there's a lot of them. I need to get them out and do something with this. And there's all these, but I didn't weigh these, so I've got no idea how many I've got. I know I've got exactly enough to make a batch of tomato relish in this lot. 26 kilos of plums. Holy heck, I'll be here for weeks. I found another bag. 28 kilos of plums. Okay, let's see what I can make out of that. I know I want plum sauce. So I have a dedicated plastic tub only for preserving. And what I use this for is to defrost my fruit. So the tomatoes have gone in there. I know that's enough tomatoes for a batch of relish because that's what I weighed prior to putting in the freezer. So there's just over 9 kilos there. And with the plums, I've just sat them in a saucepan ready to go. If they're partly defrosted by tonight, I might actually do a batch of that tonight because plum sauce doesn't take that long to make. Well, it takes a couple of hours, but that's okay. Time to harvest some more peas. And, oh, I've got to water the hothouse. And nice and, oh, it's a bit longer. Oh, look at that one. It's a big job. They take a while to harvest them. Oh, I broke that one. There'll be some baby peas. That's a fatter one. Ah. I love how beautiful and healthy this sage has come back on. It's massive and the leaves are beautiful. I need to harvest some of that and dry it too. All right, I got all that from this bed. I don't know if you're ready on the other one, but I may as well check while I'm out here. A few more. Not heaps, but hey, they're still producing. Pretty happy with that. Let's harvest a bit of sage. Give it a little bit of a thin out, not much. Just a quick check on the garlic. We've had some more severe weather, but these are all falling over, so time to get these out too, except for I won't be doing that tonight. I might have to leave that till Tuesday. But hey, another good year of garlic. And the elephant garlic, well, she's still got plenty to go. It's still scaping. I've got a little one coming there. Another one. Just let it grow a bit more and then we'll take them off. Thought I may as well harvest a bit of this oregano while I'm at it on the way back. Nice bit of that too. Oh man, should have got a bigger bowl. All right, are they defrosting? Oh, yep. Should be right. I should actually put that on tonight. Just thinking of how long it takes. What is it now? It's 7:30. They're my game. So it's currently 8:30 and I'm going to start cooking this 8:30 on a Sunday night. But we still haven't had dinner. But it's okay because only Brian and I, and our son's on the afternoon shift, so he'll eat when he gets home. But I've got all this to deal with. All this mess. I've been shopping. I got to empty that. But I can do that while that's cooking. And I've got such a mess. So the first thing I need to do is I'm supposed to add water to this. However, I don't think my light will work. However, because they've been frozen, there's going to be a lot of water that comes off these. They're sort of partly defrosted. They're getting soft. But I'll put that on anyway. And we've got to bring that to the boil till the plums are tender and the peels want to come off and the stones want to come out. So we'll put that on. Just on saute, I think. And then I'll take it up higher. Oh, or do I put it on wood? No, I think that'll be fine. For dinner, the first thing I've got to do is put some water in here, which has already been boiled, but hey, we've got to bring that up to the boil and cook some pasta. Right, put that on, bring that to the boil. While that's happening, I'll start cleaning up this mess. She is boiling. So while that's all happening, I've just rinsed off my oregano and I'm just going to put that on some dehydrator trays. And I'm going to dehydrate this overnight, but just on a really slow temperature. Putting the last tray in. I haven't completely filled this up because I've done these rather thick. Oh, better put that one down. I should have really dried them off a bit. It's going to take a bit longer, but that's okay. So mostly I've tried to actually, the oregano, that'll be fine. Just trying to give that some space. I've got the oregano and sage in there. Okay, now it's still plugged in. I want to change the temperature. I really want to put it down lower because I don't want to cook it. I just want to dry it, so I'll put it down to 50 and that'll go on for 10 hours or more. And come back and check these. I did add a dribble of water and that's probably too much, but oh my goodness. I'll need my smaller pan, which is fine. I'm going to use my jam pan because then I can put all the tomatoes in this. I don't think I can do that tonight because I don't have the jars inside. I've got a little light up there, but it ain't working. Need to charge it. They're actually nearly ready to run through the molly. Probably another, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes. I need to get back onto cooking dinner. So I usually make carbonara from scratch, but you know what? These are on special at IGA, and I thought, why not give these a go? Nice and quick and easy. And yeah. However, I'm going to use cabana cooked up and some onion. Yum. And some more cabana. And some broccoli. Hang on. Oops, wrong spoon. And this is cooking good, but it's sticking to the bottom. So I may have to turn this off while I finish cooking dinner. I'll let that cool a little bit because I've got to put through the molly. That's backwards. That's right. This is really thick. So I might actually add a bit of milk to it. Yeah, that's better. I added about probably half a cup, maybe a cup of milk. But it is a double batch I did. Oops, it's hard to do this one-handed. I just want to let that cook down a bit because I want the broccoli to cook a bit more. And then we'll add the pasta and that's ready. And I just added the pasta. I'm just stirring that through. This is going to be really bad videoing. Give it a nice, quick, easy, put together dinner and some good old dried parmesan. You realise how expensive this is now? I think I paid $10 for this damn tub. Damn food's going up alright. Dinner's done. Dishes are done for dinner. Now I'm just filling out this to soak some bottles and give them another wash. Yes, I recycle bottles, I recycle lids. But I only use lids about, like you only use them once, like recycle them once, and then I want new lids. But that's the way I do it. Okay, so I have this set up ready to go in our jam pan. And then I've got the plums ready in here. And I've got to put them through the molly to make a nice pulp. Okay, so all you do is grab a scoop of your fruit, chuck that in. Actually, I might need to do one at a time because it's got pips in it. So, and I know from experience that they get stuck and I really should take them out first. And you just keep turning that. Whoops. So, this is how you do it. A couple of ways that way and the other way. And then there's all the seeds I've tried to pick out before we put it in there. And Brian's in his dressing gown and on the job for me. And what did you just say, Brian? You can remember your mum and dad doing this together too.
Yeah.
Oops.
These are cherry plums, but...
Plums are plum. Well, not really. These are blood plums we're using right now. And they're so bright red and delish. I do want to add, be careful what sort of saucepan you use, because I grabbed this in a hurry, not thinking. And this one isn't a really thick base, and see how it's all stuck to the bottom and started to burn. Now, that would have been horrible because the burn flavour would have gone right through. But it is a thickish base, but not overly brilliant. So I'm really happy. I'm using my jam pan because it's actually designed to make jams and relishes and things like that. So I'm using the old easy sauce recipe, and even though I made some, it's been in the fridge for ages and I don't know if it's any good. So I bought a pack of this stuff from Bendigo, and it comes in a bag with the instructions, plus here's your mix of stuff. Now there's 90 grams in the bag, and it states here for tomato sauce, which, tomato relish even, it says to put 45 grams in of the powder. However, on the tomato sauce, it says to put, where is it? Mix 30 grams or 45 for a spicier sauce with 450 ml of apple cider vinegar. Now, I know that amount is for 9 kilos of tomatoes, and this is for just over 3 kilos of plums. And for plum sauce, for the old easy sauce, you only use half a bottle of easy sauce. So I'm thinking I have approximately, what's that, 100 grams, 100 mil, sorry. I'm trying to do math here. 100 mil. It says use 450. Do I get some more apple cider or not? I don't want to make it too cidery. I'm thinking I could get more apple cider. It's getting really late at night. I can't make this up. Okay, so a cup is usually, what, 250 mil? And so I really need 150. What's that? 250. It says I need half a cup. Where's my bloody thing? Oh, that's half a cup. Yep, okay. So by the time I put the sauce in, oh my gosh, why am I doing this so late at night? It's now 11:45. Oh well. And I've put 15 grams of that in there that I need to mix and add to my sauce. And I'm filming this more for my own benefit as well, so I can look back and see how I've done this. So if I've got to alter the next batch, or if I want to make sure the batch is the same, I'm going to be okay with that. So we mix that in there. But I'm also going to add the curry powder to this now, because it says to mix the curry powder with a bit of water. The curry powder, ginger. I'm glad I reread that. I knew what I meant. So add 2 teaspoons of ginger powder to this mix. And we've got to add that to this. 1.5 kilos of white sugar. And, oops. 1.5 tablespoons of cooking salt. That's about right. Okay, so I'm just going to mix that through, but I'm also just going to turn that on. I'm not sure what it's supposed to be on. I'll have a look at that in a minute. But yeah, we'll mix that through because we want that sugar and everything to dissolve pretty much as quick as we can. And mix it all through nicely. So when you make things like this, they do tend to splatter, and I used my splatter guard and it worked wonders because you're still letting the air, like the steam, get out of there, so it's like leaving it uncovered. But you can see the power point over there. It's a bit of plum sauce. But after an hour and a half of boiling or bubbling, this is ready to bottle. So what I've done here is I've heated up. This has got boiling hot water in these bottles. What we don't want is to shock the bottles and then them all crack on you. So it's really important to do that step because this here is boiling. So I forgot to film filling up these bottles, or I couldn't actually do it, but still. But here's one that we tested a bit earlier with the thickness. Probably from the dishes. But it's now currently nearly 2:30 in the morning and we need to get to bed. I forgot that I also had to defrost my onions, and I sliced up 2 bags and put in a vacuum seal bag. But I pre-weighed them so I knew what was what. And I just got to add them to the tub of tomatoes. So hopefully that'll defrost enough overnight so that I can then add some salt and then sit in the fridge for at least 12 hours. I'll sit them in the fridge until Tuesday because may as well. So I've put that in there and I can put that in the fridge. Let's add salt. In my next upload, I'll be making the tomato relish and more little harvests from the garden.